So, if you're working with data in Python, you already know that getting the right answer is really just half the battle, right? Today, we're going to tackle that other half, making sure your results actually look professional and, are easy for anyone to understand. Let's dive in.
I mean, really think about it for a second. You could run the most mind-blowing analysis, uncover some truly game-changing insights, but if you just slap it on the screen as a jumble of raw numbers, who's going to get it? That's the exact problem we're solving today, turning that brilliant analysis into something that people can actually understand and use.
All right, first up, let's get into why this is so important. This is all about making that jump from just getting a result to actually communicating it. This is where your hard work stops being just code and starts becoming a compelling story.
And this right here, this is the main takeaway. Formatting isn't just about making things look pretty. It's about making sure all that hard work you did doesn't go to waste. In the world of data, clear presentation is a crucial part of a good analysis, period. Okay, but before we can format anything, we have to know how to handle the data itself. So let's do a super quick review of the basics, how to get data into our Python programs, and then how to show it back to the world.
So first up, we have the input function. This is probably the simplest way to get data for an analysis. It literally just hits the pause button on your program, waits for someone to type something, and then hands that back to you. Super handy for any kind of interactive script.
And then, on the flip side, we have print. This is our go-to tool for sharing our results, for writing our findings to the screen. But a basic print statement, that's just the starting line. We're about to see how to make it way, way more powerful. Now for the main event. Let's get into the story of how string formatting has evolved in Python. It's actually a pretty cool example of how the language itself has changed over the years to become easier to read and just more efficient all around. So, the story kind of starts with the old-school percent operator. It works, sure, but it can get pretty messy, fast. Then came the dot format method, which was a huge step up in terms of flexibility. But today, the modern standard, the reigning champ, is the F string. It's been the preferred way to do things since Python 3.6. And this slide right here really shows you why. With the format method, you have these empty curly braces, and then you have to list your variables at the very end. But look at the F string. You just put the variables right inside the string where they belong. It's so much more intuitive and just way easier to read. So why is everybody so hyped about F strings? Well, it breaks down into these three things. They're way more readable because, again, the variable is right where you're using it. They're more concise, so you're typing less code. And get this, they're actually faster. It's a total win-win-win. All right, enough theory. Let's move into practice and see how all this applies directly to data analysis. We're going to tackle some of the most common formatting headaches you're likely to run into. Okay, so here is a classic before photo. You run your analysis, and this is what you get. This long, messy number with a ton of decimal places. Yeah, it's accurate, but it is not easy on the eyes. And here's the magic. Look how simple that is. Inside the F string, you just add a colon and .2f after the number, and boom, that messy number is now perfectly rounded to 2 decimal places. It's just so clean and simple. And here's another one you see all the time. A big number. Is that 1 million? 10 million? You actually have to stop and count the zeros, which totally breaks your flow when you're trying to understand the data.
But check out this unbelievably simple fix. All you do is put a colon and a comma inside the F string. That's it. And Python automatically adds the 1,000 separators for you. It's a tiny little change that makes a massive difference in readability. Now, formatting isn't just for numbers. You can also get really precise with the alignment of your text. Now, this slide shows the older dot format way of doing it, but the same exact logic works in F strings. Using these little symbols, the less than, greater than, and caret, gives you perfect control for making clean, simple tables right in your console.
Okay, for our last section, we are leveling up. When you're dealing with structured data, rows and columns, there's a tool that is built from the ground up to give you the ultimate professional display. And that tool is the pandas library.
And this quote just nails it. Sometimes a simple print statement isn't going to cut it. When you have data that's naturally in a table, you need to present it in a way that respects that structure.
And this is how the pros do it. Seriously, with just these few lines of code, you can import the pandas library, pop your data into a special structure called a data frame, and then just print it. And the result you get is pretty awesome.
And there it is. That's the payoff. Just look at that beautiful, clean, perfectly aligned table. Pandas does all the heavy lifting for you, creating a display that looks incredibly professional and is instantly easy to understand. This is the gold standard, for sure. So we'll leave you with this final thought. Getting good at formatting isn't just some technical thing you have to learn. It's really about becoming a better data storyteller, a more effective analyst. Your data has an important story to tell, and by using these tools, you can finally make sure that story is heard loud and clear.